let's make one of my favorite cakes. Today I'm going to show you all how easy it is to make a super delicious, moist coconut cake, Gina Young style. When I tell you this cake is amazing, oh my goodness, you're going to love it. Anybody you feed it to, they're going to go absolutely wild over it. Here's what you're gonna need. Of course, you're gonna need some cake mix. Yes, it's okay to make your own cake mix, okay? I'm using a white cake mix today, but by all means, you could use yellow. You just typically, when you see a coconut cake, it's usually white, okay? So I have this here, and of course, you're gonna use the ingredients that it calls for on the back. And mine calls for a half a cup of oil, 1 cup of water, and then it calls for 3 eggs. So I have those ingredients, and I have some flaked coconut here. Now this one is sweetened. You can absolutely use the unsweetened, but for this recipe, me personally, I like the sweetened, okay? You're gonna need 1 bag. You're gonna need some whipped cream. Get the cheap kind, they taste the exact same. Are you kidding me? You're gonna need some sweetened condensed milk, and you're going to need some coconut milk, okay? This right here, it should be super thick. This is the unsweetened kind, okay? We're not using the sweetened coconut milk, okay? So now here's what we're gonna do super interesting. So like I said, the box calls for 1 cup of water. I have a half a cup of water here, and I'm gonna make that cup using this coconut milk. So I will add in a half a cup of coconut milk into this water to make that 1 cup. Make sure your hands are clean. We're making a coconut cake that is mouth watering. I hope y'all are having a great day today, and if you're not, hopefully I can brighten up your day with this here recipe. How many of you love a coconut cake? Have you ever tasted one? Do you plan on trying this recipe? I want to hear from everybody. There are some people out there that just don't like coconut, and I guess I get it, but I really don't. I really don't. You have to try this recipe. It's a must. You're gonna love it. Let's go ahead and start making up our cake mix. Okay, I have the white cake mix here. We're gonna put it into a large bowl. If you have coconut extract, you could use that. You could also add some vanilla extract in here if you would like to. Let's go ahead and crack 3 large eggs, just like so. Okay, we're gonna put a half a cup of, no eggshells, half a cup of vegetable oil, and then I'm going in with a half a cup of water, and then a half a cup of this coconut milk, unsweetened coconut milk. So let's put the half a cup of coconut milk in to make this 1 full cup. I'm gonna give this a nice mix around because that coconut milk is quite thick. It's gonna bring a great coconut taste to your cake. Okay, so I got about 1 cup there. Let's go ahead and add that right in, and then we're gonna mix it. Let's go ahead and give this a nice mix, not for too long, about 8 minutes. Like I did in Forget Your Oil, I'm putting a half a cup of oil. I'm gonna look at it this way to make sure that I have the correct measurement. Lovely, and then we're gonna mix again. My oven is preheated to 350 degrees. I have oiled my 9x13 baking dish, okay? And then I want to dust my pan here. I want to dust it nice and lightly, okay? That way my cake, one thing you don't want is for your cake to stick to the bottom of the pan. So just do it this way and then shake off the excess. Simple. Let's go ahead and put our cake batter right into our oiled and floured pan. Okay, and then this is going into the oven 350 degrees for around about 28 to 35 minutes. Just know that oven temperatures may vary. You know, yours might cook for 24 minutes and mine might cook for 30 minutes. You keep an eye on it. And for those that's not sure when your cake is done, you can always take a fork, put it in there, and when it comes out nice and clean, it's done. But if it comes out with little crumbs on it, you know it's not done. Or you could even use a toothpick, okay? And put this into the oven, but I cannot resist tasting the cake batter, y'all. Are you kidding me? Do you eat the cake batter? I want to know. There's like a whole slew of people. They get mad at me. They say, oh no, there's raw egg in it, Gina. Don't do it. I understand. But I have been doing this since I was little, and I'm still here. And that cake batter tastes good. Let me hear from you. Do you eat the cake batter? I mean, just a little bit. Do you taste it? I'm not asking you to eat all of it. So now we're going to make the icing. This icing is amazing, y'all. It's so easy. And listen, finger licking good is what it is. We're going to use this whole 8-ounce tub of the whipped cream, Cool Whip, whatever you'd like to call it. If you wanted to use a little bit more, you can. Sure, you can. But this will typically fit on top of an 8x13 cake. Okay, lovely. Here's what we're going to do. We got sweetened condensed milk. I'm going to put half a can in here, and we're going to gently fold it. When you fold it, you don't lose this puffiness that the Cool Whip has, okay? A half a can. Oh my goodness. That makes the icing taste great. So now if you got some real coconut milk like we have here, you're going to find some lumps, okay? I want you to do like 2 or 3 tablespoons of nothing but those lumps that you find in here. This is, look, can y'all see that lump right there? That's going to bring great flavor to your icing, okay? Perfect, okay? And then here's what we're going to do next. So next we're going to take our sweetened shredded coconut. We're going to fold everything in, and this right here is the icing. I know, you're all excited. You should be. Take a look at this, y'all. When I tell you, I promise you're going to absolutely live for this icing. All those little pieces. And guess what you could do if you wanted to? If you wanted to put some of those coconut flakes throughout your cake batter, absolutely you can do that. I don't do it because I have it in my icing, but if that's something that you would like to do, sure you can. Look at this. The cake has came out of the oven. The whole house smells amazing. Now what's super important, and this is really important, you must let the cake cool down. So I'm gonna wait until I can touch it, you know, like this, and it's not hot at all, because we don't want to melt our whipped cream icing that we have here, right? So once it cools down, I'm going to come back. We're going to ice this thing. We're going to slice it, and you're going to get that first bite. You are not going to believe how moist this cake is. Our cake has cooled down. It's perfectly cool. So now we're going to put our icing on, and if you have some of this lovely icing left over, I promise, use it for your favorite fruit. I don't care if it's an orange or an apple, just dip it in this, and this is amazing. That's if you have some left over. So what I did with this icing was, hold on y'all, don't do that. What I did with this icing was I just put it in the refrigerator while I was waiting, you know, on my cake to cool down. Look at this. You're going to want a big, nice, thick layer. What you're going to love about this icing is it's got that sweet taste that we're wanting. You're getting a strong driven coconut flavor, but it's not too sweet. Everybody hates a real sweet icing, right? You're going to love this. When I come back, we're going to cut it. You're going to get that first bite. Oh my goodness. Let's cut this thing. I couldn't be more excited. This by far is one of my favorite desserts. I have a lot of them, but this one here stands up amongst those other top 5, right? Sure it does. This is in the top 5. Okay, I'm going to cut a nice slice here. Okay, you know how that first slice always gives you a little headache, and the second slice comes out perfect? How's that look? How's that look? Oh yeah. Make you some Gina Young style. Promise you're gonna love this one. Oh, let me show you what this looks like. Oh my goodness, look, it took it. Listen to me, come on now. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. If you ain't subscribed, what you waiting on? Tell your family and friends, tell the world what Gina Young's doing in this kitchen on a daily basis. And Father, on today, we thank you for this dessert, your hedge of protection and your love. Amen. To taste. You want to taste? I'm going to give you the first bite before I even take a bite, because I know what it tastes like. I just want you to taste it. Come on, everybody. I'm going in. Yo, are you kidding me? Stay right there. Mm.